And what I do is I talk a lot. I always have. Always have. The best part about what I do is the talking, but I'm more than that. I'm a father of five. I'm a husband. I'm a brother. I'm a cousin. I'm all those things, okay? I have a lot of experience. I'm a 42-year-old man, by the way, just turned 42. Not, I'm not even close to 43, so you guys can forget that. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a web developer. I'm a designer. I'm a writer. I'm retired. I work from home. I'm a small business owner. Okay. I do all kinds of things. You can find me all over the place, such as my Facebook page, right here. That's my real name for all of you guys that are wondering. And I'm going to show you my website as well. If you, yeah, ew, 43, not on my watch. I can tell you that. Not on my watch, good sir. So here's a little example of what I do and why you might want to listen to me. I blog. I help consult small businesses. I try to help them make them better on the internet. Does that even make sense? I tell them what they're doing wrong. I tell people how to start a small business, how to design your small business. I teach people what to do. I've been a teacher a large part of my life. And one of the biggest things that I want people to do is succeed. So I try to take what I do and I turn that into something viable for somebody else, right? So maybe somebody's having a thought like, wow, I don't want to work for somebody anymore and I don't know how to do that. What should I do? And that's where I come in. I take the conversation with them and I drive it in such a way that they're like, at the end of the day, they know how to register a company. They know how to get products. They know how to sell them online. They know how to blog. They know how to create a YouTube video. But my problem is that I have ADHD and there's so much to consume there that it's really difficult to explain to people in an organized fashion. So I have to do this. I have to stream. I have to put it all out there and hope that I capture somebody somewhere on doing this. All right. I do more than this. I run communities. I'm the CEO or the president or the owner, whatever you want to address it as, of Adding Social LLC. That's my company. It's called Adding Social. And the whole dream of this was to build a community, but teach people how to build a community. Now, here's a great example. This is one of my my main websites that I built, and I've talked about this before. Okay, this is one of those things where my father was one of Rhode Island's first medical marijuana patients. He got cancer twice, one at 49 and one at 52. Ultimately, the second time took him out. So I lost my dad about 8 years ago. I'm 14. Nice, nice. I lost my dad about 8 years ago, and I think about him every day, obviously. But in his memory, I wanted to do something special. And because he was a medical marijuana patient, and he took great solace over growing his own cannabis and everything else, I wanted to remember him in a way that meant something to me. And I decided to build tedsmarijuanaforum.com. Now, I did this when I was still in the Air Force. I retired from the Air Force. I did 20 years, 6 months, and 1 day in the United States Air Force. And I decided that I wanted to memorialize him through the one thing that he loved. And I built Ted's Marijuana. Now, you might say, well, why Ted's? Isn't your name Adam? And you're like, yeah, of course it is. But I worked for the federal government, and I didn't want any trouble. I didn't want to get any. I didn't want any issues or anything like that. And keep in mind, I didn't. I didn't have any issues. But I figured I wanted to stay anonymous, so I just thought of another four-letter name that I could use that was not Adam. And so Ted's Marijuana was born. Now, this isn't a place where you can buy and sell or anything like that. I simply want to educate people on how that you could use it. How does it help you? What's the health? What's the legal? What's the everything, you know? And the answer is, it's all right here. I'm trying to reach people and educate them. Anyway, that's a part of me. So I've showed you my blog. Hold on one second. One thing that I love to do, obviously, again, talk. Right? I love to present. I sat in front of a college class for 5.5 years, and I did nothing but teach. Part of that just kind of seeps into everything I do. So here's the AM Podcast Network. This is one of those things that I like to do. I like to take other people's content and I like to make it better and put it out to the world. At one point, we had 15 different podcast shows on this network. I had to bring it down, unfortunately. But I wanted to keep the forum there because there's so much good information. I have written endless articles to try to help people create a podcast and bring it somewhere. That's hard to do. That's super hard to do. But I've been able to successfully do it. I've written plenty of blog articles. If I had to guess, from the time I started to now, I've written somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 articles on the internet. I would say it's pretty easy to find my stuff. I don't hide behind Unjacked or anything. I have nothing to hide. I want to share all this with you. So I'm a podcaster. I'm a family man. I'm a pretty good friend. I always bring good beer. I never bring Budweiser, Miller Lite, or anything like that. The least I will bring to your party is a Sam Adams. Anyway, this is a big part of what I do. And I'm pretty proud of it. I have several websites, but these are my main ones. These are the ones that I check on a daily basis. It's pretty cool. I plan on doing this for a very long time, just so everybody knows. Part of me is super competitive. I love to win. I have been on big things like here. Let me show you a great example of something that I have done in great fashion, and I have failed. I used to own a company called US Challenge Coins back in the day. And because of that, I actually ended up on TV. Let me just show you right here. All right, I'm going to show you a video. We're going to play this, okay? And I'm in it, and it's pretty cool. Sam Adams is a great beer from Boston. Okay, let me just show you. This was me back in 2008.
Brian Williams.
To let civilians in on a military tradition and closely held secret. It's a kind of currency, not unlike what you see advertised on TV, but it's different.
All right, anyway, there's Brian Williams. That's not the point. We go into how these coins are made. I'm not going to play the whole video. And here I am. That's one of my coins I designed. There I am back in 2007. Those are all the coins I made.
Military unit coins
I made all
are
of those.
earned and recognized service.
Right? I made coins for the
Commander
Secretary of
coins
State. I've made
recognize
coins for the
excellence.
White House.
Adam
I've made
Mulholland, who
coins
collects and designs
for
challenge
all
coins,
around
remembers
the
all
world.
of his.
And I was highly successful. It was pretty cool. So my point is,
Good afternoon, my friend.
I am a highly competitive person.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
And
it is an honor to meet your acquaintance.
one of those things that I strive to be amazing at. Anyway, it's one of those things that I want to push forward and do. And that's who I am. I am a pretty, I don't know how I want to word that. I am a guy that really gets into what I do, right? I find something I enjoy and I just dive in. I mean, I just go for it. And that's what you're working with right there. That's exactly what you are working with. I hope that that'll work for you guys. And I hope that it translates into my content because I want you guys to know how much I get into this.